What if we want to multiply a polynomial by a monomial? For example, what if we want to multiply 2x cubed times 3 minus 4y plus 5y squared? Well, this is just multiplying some factor by an expression containing addition and subtraction. So what do? We just apply the distributive property. We'll get 2x cubed times 3 minus 2x cubed times 4y plus 2x cubed times 5y squared. And now each of these pieces is a product of two monomials. We'll use what we know about multiplying monomials. We'll have 2 times 3 is 6x cubed minus 2 times 4 is 8x cubed y plus 2 times 5 is 10x cubed y squared. And all of the variables in our monomials were different, so we didn't need to worry about that part. What do we do when we want to multiply a polynomial by a monomial? First we apply the distributive property, and then we do the monomial multiplication. Now, this is actually a place where I discourage you from skipping this step. I strongly encourage you to write this step. I find that actually writing out this step saves a lot of errors. So I'm going to give you one of these to try. Multiply this polynomial by this monomial. Pause the video and try this now. Alright, so our first step is to apply the distributive property. And because I've got these negative signs here, I'm going to write some extra parentheses in my products, just so that I remember that what I'm seeing is a negative sign, not subtraction. So I'll have negative 3x times negative x squared y plus negative 3x times 2xy squared plus negative 3x times negative 1/3 x cubed. What do we have? So just a negative sign in front means the coefficient is negative 1. Negative 3 times negative 1 will be positive 3. X times x squared is x cubed, and then y is my only y factor here. Plus, negative 3 times positive 2 will be negative 6. X times x is x squared. Y squared is my only y factor, so I'll have y squared. Plus, negative 3 times negative 1/3 is just positive 1. X times x cubed is x to the 4th. Let's simplify this a little bit. Instead of writing plus negative, let's write minus. And we typically don't write the coefficient 1. And there we go. When we multiply this polynomial by this monomial, our answer is 3x cubed y minus 6x squared y squared plus x to the 4th. Not complicated, but it requires a certain amount of care